One of the big things I wanted to set up before moving was a mail forwarding service. I looked around online and there are a lot of them. They offer different services, different prices. They're all pretty similar. So mostly you shop around by the address you want. I ended up with Traveling Mailbox because it has a Dallas office. I don't even know if it's really there. It's just an address. I don't know if they have a physical presence there. I think they just somehow get it all sent because packages come from North Carolina. So I have no idea where they actually are, and it really doesn't matter. They give me a Dallas, Texas address. Any mail I get is automatically scanned in. They send me an email telling me that I got mail. I could have them email me the PDF, but I don't because my connection is bad. So I go onto the web page, can view all the mail. I can have them hold it for me, forward it, shred it, whatever. If there's a check, they can just, I can have them deposit it for me. They'll mail it to my bank. It's a real convenient service. They do packages as well, but I've never used them, so I'm not sure. The forwarding would probably be more expensive. There are better options for shipping things than most of those mail services. But it gives you a local address, so part of the banking is to set up a new address. The bank, credit cards, everybody, you give them that forwarding address. They should be able to know it's a fake address, but they don't seem to care. I've never had a problem with it. On my blog, I have a chart. Another user from a forum I'm on made a chart of mail forwarding services. I used his chart as a base, added a couple things that I was looking at, took off a couple things that I didn't need. So it's basically his chart. I changed it a little bit, so any mistakes on it are probably mine. But the chart is 4 or 5 years old, so prices may not be current. Mine is $15 a month. Price has not changed in the 5 years I've used it. When I first moved, I got a lot more mail. Now I only get, a piece every month or two. I get very, very little actual mail anymore. So I almost don't need it anymore, but I pay that just for the sake of having a permanent address still in Texas. A lot of this I can't really put on YouTube, which is why I haven't bothered making a lot of these before. So if you go to my blog, you can see the chart. It has a bunch of different companies, has contact information, the services they offer. And like I said, the prices may not be current, but the Traveling Mailbox hasn't changed in 5 years. It's really nice. Like if I get my annual statements from my retirement, I open it, I save it as a PDF, I tell them to shred it. It's not even worth paying for them to ship it to me because all I need is a copy. So a PDF is all I need. I don't need the actual paper. I got contacted by the VA, some paperwork they needed. They mailed me the form, I got it, downloaded the PDF, printed it, filled it out, scanned it back in, emailed it back. Because to forward it here it'll take a month or two sometimes to get your mail because the mail here is so slow. Texas to Manila takes a few days. Manila to Iloilo can take 5 or 8 weeks, not uncommon. So I used that mail service, printed it off, filled out the form, scanned it back in, emailed it back the same day. I did all of that in one day. They got their paperwork, they were happy. You want to keep the VA happy. You couldn't do that having, friends or family handling your mail. So this mail service is a wonderful thing. Again, I had that set up. Really? Bark. I had that set up before I left. a lot of this I did before leaving the U.S. I did my banking, my mail, my phone, so much that you want to go ahead and set up in your home country. Once you've got all your the stuff set up, it was really pretty easy. I got a new bank account, got a new phone number, got a mail forwarding service, contacted all my credit card companies, anybody I do any kind of business with, go online to Social Security, everyone, and give them the new address and the new phone number. All your credit card companies, tell them you're traveling. It wasn't that bad. I made a checklist because I love checklists and spreadsheets. I made a checklist of everything I needed to do, and it really wasn't that difficult to get all that done before you get here. Because I've talked to some people that once they got here, they couldn't set up their bank properly, they couldn't set up the phones. A lot of it, you need to be in the home country to set it up. A lot of that depends on your bank and your phone service. Some of it can be done from here. But for me, it made sense to get all that done before moving. So when I showed up, everything was set up. Any recurring payments were already taken care of by PayPal. And my new bank, all my direct deposits were changed and made sure they were going to the new bank. And had everything done. It was all pretty easy. Get multiple copies of all your paperwork. Scan in PDFs of as many of them as you can. It's actually all pretty simple. Update the will. Trying to think. It's not as complex as people make it out to be. Once you just break it down, make a list, and look at the things that need to be done. Yeah, if it's not the chickens, it's the dogs. Welcome to the Philippines.
Enjoy your day in paradise.